perfect or go back to the drawing board and then come back and shit on you.
No, yeah, growth is an important part, you know especially
with
creation and creativity and with art, you can never underestimate the possibility for somebody to grow. The more times you get to go into the studio, the more times you get on the stage, the more reps you get in, the more possibility, that you have for growth, whereas opposed to if you don't ever get the opportunity, you don't ever get that chance, you sort of stay at whatever place that you already is at. Exactly. So I do think that that's a real thing. I want to ask you too about,
hold on, before we go any further, because I wanted to say something about what you said. Isn't it crazy to think that like we're gonna grow old, bro, and CDs are gonna be our kids' vinyls?
Oh no, yeah, it's already like that. It's already like that, man. Bro. Yeah, it's already in. And I don't even know that you could say CDs will be like their vinyls, because vinyls at this point are almost like more relevant than CDs. Yeah, like
they're coming back.
CDs will be like cassettes, like where like nobody even care about getting a cassette.
Did you ever record? Did you ever try recording like on the cassette thing? Like
I had a little like I had like one of the old cassette players where you could like plug an aux in, and I had this like a recording on that, but I also had like this. Man, I don't even know what it would be called now, but it was like, I don't know where my mom got this at. But it was like almost like a beat machine, keyboard, and it had two little tapes in there. So like you could make these little few beats on it, and then you could also record your audio on it. And like when I first got it, I was mesmerized by it. Like I recorded shit and got on the school bus. Like I was in middle school, got on the school bus, like played it for my friends, like listen to this, like
check me out.
Yeah, bro. And that was like my first time having my voice on something and playing it for people. And then I think maybe like a little bit after that, we ended up getting a computer for the first time. And then I had, I think, sound recorder, and I started like recording myself on sound recorder. And then maybe like a couple years after that, my homie Dane, he actually went and he got like a real mic, and he got Acid Pro, and he got the equipment, and then we started recording. It's even looking back, like I think about like I grew as an artist as the quality of the recording got better. Like on the tape, the quality was like a D, and like I never went past like being a D artist. And then once I got sound recorder in the computer, it got to like a C, and like I sort of rose up as a C. And I remember the first time like being at his crib, he got the mic in the closet, he got the computer set up, he got the extra amps, he got all these different things, and and then I got to like maybe being like a B, and the sound was like B quality, like and that goes back to like when you talk about what we were saying with opportunity, like him opening up the door of having that equipment, like, and me being able to walk through that door, like that raised my artistic, capability up more. That made me want to be better. It gave me a drive to be better. And ever since then, I've always had people that I was close to or connected to who they've done that, for me. We're like, oh, they've opened up this other door, and this has made me, want to be better, want to make my craft better, and want to go further, and I've had the opportunity to do that for some other people too. We're like, okay, I've seen what it's like for somebody to open the door up for me. Let me open this door up for you. Exactly. Like you walk through, 100%, and that's really like, again, like that's how you build out that ecosystem, I really believe. Definitely. And then, so let me ask you about, we sort of talked about some of your journey up to this point. Let me ask you about what you've done for these past couple of years. Like you were just talking about J&K. How did that start, and what was your experience with that like, and what was the pros and the cons with that?
So I just recently actually spoke on this on Lil Lizzie's podcast. Shout out to Lil Lizzie. Basically, bro, I did a show for a guy. I ain't gonna name drop you twice, bro, but because I name dropped him on Lizzie podcast. But anyway, I did a show for a guy, and I paid for the slot, bro. I paid like $280 for the slot, which was really, it wasn't really worth it, right?
Okay.
I showed up. It was King Louis and what's the other dude? El Hitler.
Okay.
Yeah, him. Yeah. And they were the closers or whatever. So, I go. There's like maybe 15 people there. Those 15 people that are there are all the artists that are on the ballot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's no like real crowd. King Louis almost didn't even perform because of that. And they were charging $60 at the door, so nobody was even really like gonna come in.
It was taxing at the door.
Crazy. And it wasn't like no crazy club or nothing like that. So anyways, man, I got gypped, and me and Ego both got gypped, really. because we both invested into that just to try to get out there. We was trying to perform. That's all we wanted to do. And then once that happened, I met up with so many people like T. Lamar, my homie Jamarcus. Those are people I grew up like going to school with in Rockford, you know what I'm saying? And hadn't seen in like years because we all took separate paths. Like I started doing a lot of traveling because I was skateboarding and stuff, so I traveled a lot. And then my mom moved us out to Beloit when I was like 15. So I stayed in Beloit for a little bit and then moved back to Rockford. But I really just lost touch with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, from them younger years. But I got in tune with all these people, man. I see all these starving artists, man, and I see that, like, you know, I'm sitting here like, damn, I just paid $280 to just basically perform in front of the artists that are on the set list, which isn't bad because, I mean, obviously that's people in the crowd. Like, I'm not mad about that. Well, what I'm mad about is the fact that, like, you built it up, you made it seem like
something
it
else.
was something else, and it wasn't. So yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the shows, bro. So for the last couple of years, I've been just promoting the shows, doing the show out Saturday. If you don't know about it, tap in. Every once in a while I have a date now. I don't do it as frequently as I did when I first started because I was doing like once a month or maybe even 3 times a month when I first started at J&K's. Now I'm just like kind of like, you know, every once in a while we're going to do one once a month or, you know, we might do it 2 times if we get lucky, you know what I'm saying? But the venues are scarce, bro. Like for hip hop, it's hard. So I've been trying to get that back in motion, bro, like for the last couple of years. That was been my main